Chris Kaler.
And I'm Befosson Pigeon Cosplay, and tonight we are watching our cat being cute for 30 minutes straight.
No, we're watching Death Note. Episode 19.
19.
It's called Matsuda. Wasn't that the guy who just got...
Bring me a coffee, Matsuda. Matsui, if you prefer.
What? Oh, that's... Okay,
That's the same guy.
Sorry, baby.
Sorry, Katie.
I was mixing him up with the guy who, last episode, lost his job after leaving the group. Because we learned... Well, I think he quit, but... Last episode, we learned that the police started working with the actual Kira in order to protect the politicians that he was targeting, kind of. So, since L cannot work with people who
are corrupted,
he said, well, if you're still police officers, you cannot work with me. So he kind of gave that guy an out. And since he was hesitating, well, he did leave. Because, I mean, his heart wasn't in the right place here. Or he wasn't all in it, and he still had people he cared about too much for this to be a good idea, you know? So he left, but sadly ended up still quitting, because he cannot work for police forces that are corrupted either. So it's very sad. One other thing, too, is that I started seeing Light as a victim instead of as just the killer.
What an improvement.
It is a big improvement. It's different from the movies, because in the movies I never, thought of that. But the way Elle talks about the book, Kira in the anime kind of throws a complete different light to the character. As in, I'm pretty sure you both are Kira, speaking to Misa and Light. But then he goes, right now there's another Kira, and that's the guy who has the Death Note right now. The guy in the company who's been helping the company along. So I feel like Light could have been this genuine guy who wants to help, but since he found the Death Note, he is Kira. And it's tragic because his life is going to be ruined eventually because of that. And it's not technically his fault. I'm sure, his beliefs pushed him down that road. I don't know if anyone else would have reacted the same, but still, his beliefs pushed him a little more down that road, but it's the book who corrupted him in the end, so... That makes the whole thing more tragic. So let's move on to episode 19 and see what happens. And yes, why is it? I don't know. Why is this name like the title?
I remember.
I don't.
It's really cool.
I'll find out. I'll find out. I don't even know if Matsuda was in the movie. I think there was a character, but he wasn't as important. Anyway. One of them did die. Holy shit. It's a bit like L, but in a more extreme way. As if your heart is not completely in this, you're not worth staying.
You're not worth living.
Well, in her case, yes. Like, he said that he was, thinking of leaving, so he could have, sell them out. So it's a loose end, so die. But, now at least they've got cameras, they've got a way of finding him. And the good thing is, if they learn more about this guy, who's a bit more open with what's going on than Light used to be, Elle might learn a few interesting things about the Death Note.
Way more easier that way.
That complete thing, that whole moment in the show, everything that's happening right now never happened in the movie. At all. So I'm in the dark here, but I'm loving this. I feel like since Light is no longer Kira, it's just like it's a mystery show. It's like a cop show, and it's a lot more light, no pun intended, than it used to be. Like before that, it was all brains and it was so intense. But now it's like it's funny here and there, and it still takes you by surprise. But I'm enjoying the change of pace. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be disappointed when we go back to the gimmicks between the two.
The brains and brawn.
Especially after what's happening now, because to see them work together is just like candy.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah. Still, Matsuda, damn it! He was so desperate to be important, and he ended up, well, he did find something useful. Proof.
He had the confirmation that those were working with Kira.
So that's what helped them move on with their plan. Because without a reason, there's no need to put cameras in there. You don't have a reason, you cannot actually do that. But now that they know that there is proof, they can move on. So Matsuda kind of did something great, and also found Misa a probable job. But was it worth the risk? I mean, come on, that plan was rushed. I think that's why L was so bothered. Like, he had to, for a second, he had to stop thinking about what's happening and just focus on saving Matsuda. And it was so rushed and so, like, not well thought out. He despised it. Like, it's not like him. He had to pretend to be working with the ambulance and stuff, and he had to act his way through the phone. That was so freaking funny. I love when both L and Light act out of character, when there is no mean intentions behind this. Like Light pretending to be L's friend when we know he's trying to kill him. That's not something I like. But having L pretend to be like, and swear and stuff, and be like, oh, dude, that's funny. So I love this. I'm glad Matsuda's still alive.
Yeah, it's a funny character. Technically, it reminds me of what we used to do when we were younger.
Pretending to be spies and stuff?
Yeah. When we were
with our parents, true!
When we were supposed to be asleep, it was around 9 or 10 at night.
No, we were really young.
Get out of bed and we sneak out in the hallway, and
the goal was just,
goal was just to
our
spy
house. You can see the table a little bit, but technically there was our rooms, and there was a hallway, and at the end of the hallway was the kitchen and the living room.
Living room.
The living room. So from the hallway, the rooms are behind us. From the hallway, there's the living room and the kitchen. And the goal was our parents were in the living room watching TV, and they could see us if they looked. The goal was simply to go to the sink. That was the only goal there. Go to the sink without attracting attention and watch TV in secret. We used to do that too.
And I think that I went the most further.
Yes.
Directly sneak out directly behind the couch. And I listened to the TV with the parents without them noticing that I was just behind their back.
And I think I left you there.
You left me there, bitch.
But I used to be really scared of that. And especially since there was a spot right after the hallway where the floor was cracking a lot, and I would not go on there. That was where I stopped every single time. I would not go there.
But yeah, trying to play at hide and seek where you're not supposed to with your parents.
We did that with
trying to not get caught.
We did that with our grandparents too. We were sleeping in the basement, and we had gotten fake spy goggles that could see in the dark, and we just put on the glasses, and at midnight we just straight up sneaked upstairs and tried to do
we
stuff.
We just had so much fun
these days. We baked 2 cakes one day.
That's true.
So that's why we thought whatever he was doing was really funny and childish, because we used to do the same thing. He has no experience. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's in it for because he needs to be useful, which is why I love this guy. But he was a complete idiot. I'm sorry, this was way too risky. And it's funny too that as he's doing this, you've got Elle saying, "Don't do something stupid. Don't try to be a hero. Don't go in there because in the rush or anything.
Don't act on the rush." Yeah, and just behind his back, Matsuda is doing the same thing.
Exactly.
What did you think about the fact that to cover his trail, L is not only the first best detective in the world, but he's also the second and the third.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I told you that years ago when I was
that good. I think I remember that when you told me that made me love him even more. I was looking for reasons to love Hal even more, and it wasn't hard. I mean, he's a badass detective. To be the 3 most famous detectives they are, the best, the 3 best detectives. He's really good. Well, to be the first is, well, if you're already the first, it's probably not that hard to be the second and the third, but it just goes to show that there is no one that strong out there. This is great. Anyway. All right. So, next episode, I don't know what's going to happen, but now they have a clue. So they are looking into Yoseba. Let's see next episode if they manage to catch that third Kira and find out more about the Death Note.
Alright.
I'm scared, though, that if they find the Death Note, our friend Light will touch it and remember.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm not very excited about.
Alright. Thank you guys for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode, it's already up on our Patreon. The link is down below, so just go there, click and subscribe.
And if you want to see the next episode on YouTube, it's episode 20. It's gonna be on in 2 days on Thursday.
Yep. So thank you for watching and see you
Bye.
in 2 days, guys.